Got some new decor down in Lucky's gym. We got a full tour coming soon, but I want to give a shout out to Stock Jock for sending me this PD7 and the Avengers A. Thank you very much. It looks good. Got the USS Enterprise and the Paul McCartney ticket stub, Lambeau Field. Oh, and I don't want to forget Superman Alex Ross from my buddy Sand Spirits. Yeah, just right around the corner from the Avengers, PD7. Thanks, Sand. Got Chris Reeve right here. Welcome to a FOMO building walk and talk at Best Buy, talking about the possibility of the next Arcade1up to sell out and some prices actually going the opposite direction on some cabs we've been keeping our eye on. It's always hard to decide when we're actually going to make that call, when we're going to make the purchase. When prices get too good, we think they're going to come down even lower, and then they go the complete opposite direction. Kind of felt that way when I was looking at Golden Axe. Picked it up at $449, and yeah, that price is changing, along with, I'm speculating on a couple other prices on sale right now that are actually going to go back up and get higher. But first, there's one cab that I think is going to sell out really soon. Is that the alarm again? It is the alarm, and it's not as loud as it usually is, but I just want to get this. It might actually be the entire duration we're at Best Buy, but I just want to throw it out there. The alarm is setting off. It knows we're here. Terminator 2 did have a great deal at Best Buy, $315. A lot of us did pick that up for the in-store sale. It's been sold out for a while at Best Buy, but still showing up at a lot of retailers. Kohl's, $699. Direct from Arcade1up. I'm kind of surprised to see that $699. Wayfair, Target does have it at $699 also, and Amazon a couple of dollars cheaper. I think this is the next cab to sell out. There's so much more value with T2 now than there was when it officially released. A lot to do with the Buy Stuff Retro Shooter Kit, and there's other ways to pick up the Retro Shooter Kit to install it in your Arcade1up, unless you just want to play it on your TV. But Big Buck Hunter and Time Crisis, both capable of installing that kit. So if you do miss out on Terminator 2, you don't want to pay $699, you can't find it on Marketplace, or you have Big Buck Hunter, you have Time Crisis, and you say, you know, I want to add these, you can do it with this. The thing about Terminator 2 is if you want that nostalgia, if you want Arnie on the side, you know, it really holds its look. It's the first cabinet I see when I walk into my arcade. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, it's just so nostalgic for me that, you know, I'm glad I have T2. I didn't get it for the $315. I paid a little bit more for it, but I did install the Retro Shooter Kit. If I wouldn't have, I would have definitely been interested with the Mystery Encoder hack, because I want to play Revolution X, and unfortunately, Revolution X is not on the Retro Shooter Kit. Not only has Terminator 2 sold out at Best Buy, but it has sold out completely in Canada. My friend Jay did tell me today that it's sold out everywhere. The only place, if you live in Canada, you're going to find Terminator 2 is on Marketplace, unfortunately. I just noticed the NFL Blitz still on the back side of the kiosk. They've kind of revamped, went the deluxe route along with the Infinity game boards. The only items you'll see from the past is Terminator 2, and that is completely gone at Best Buy, and they're showcasing everything we saw at 2023 CES, the Infinity game board, Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat 2, and Class 81. Pretty much everything except the blue Miss Pac-Man that technically we haven't really seen that yet, but it is funny that, you know, we can still find, I mean, yeah, they have a Blitz right over there around the corner, but it's just, you know, we don't have things on our radar, and then, you know, big things happen to it. You know, Tron sells out. I'm all of a sudden interested in it. Terminator 2, there's a mod. We can play Revolution X. We can plug and play the Retro Shooter Kit. Now everybody wants T2. And holding firm at that $699 price point, like, is it worth it? to pick this up with the one game, but installing, you know, all those other games on here. You gotta ask yourself, if you don't have T2, if you want it, because once this sells out, I don't think we'll ever see it again. Now, I did have the second take on this. I don't know if this is a test from Best Buy, if we could actually pick the actual dishwasher or the cardboard cutout. It's a close call, but I'm thinking this one isn't real. And what gave it away was this door was open and they had this one right next to it, and then, you know, the ones we just looked at were over here. So, you know, if they want to get us, I think they have to shut it. And then, you know, kind of trickery, which is real, which is fake. Which Arcade1up will sell out next? Will it be T2? Will it just be a cardboard cutout at Best Buy underneath the kiosk? Kind of a reminder of memories from the past. Kind of like DVDs, Blu-rays at Best Buy. You know what? The next Terminator, I was gonna say Terminator 2, the next Terminator movie, you should go back in time and warn everybody that T2, even though it only had one game on it, is gonna someday sell out, and there's gonna be all these other ways you can play other games on it, and you might wanna pick it up now before it's gone, erased from existence. And it's not like Time Crisis and Big Buck Hunter aren't gonna get the same hack that we saw for Mystery Encoder. It's the same technology as Terminator 2. They all work the same. It's just if you want that nostalgic look, if you want Arnold, you're gonna have to pick up T2. I think that's what it all comes down to. And on the eve, well, a couple of days before the eve of Circle Week, I noticed some prices changing on some of the Arcade1ups at Target, also Best Buy. And I think it's just a matter of time before some of these are back at full price again. Golden Axe has moved back up to its original price of $549.99. Actually, second original price. I think it was $4.99 when it first came out. Maybe it was $3.99 then $4.99. Nonetheless, it's back at $549.99. Asking if I want to buy it again. No, I don't, because I got it for $449. And that's the thing, is it, guys, it stayed on $449 for the longest time. It was 3-4 months it sat at that price, and I sat there and I said, if it comes down to $3.99, I'll pick it up. And finally gave in, because I did have, I don't know if I had circle points or if I had gift cards, but I did get it for, I want to say maybe $3.46 when it was all said and done, but back at full price. I can't believe it. I'm kind of, I don't know if it's a tactic, like, are they going to drop it back down again? And how many of these are actually left? But if you missed out on Golden Axe, if you're waiting for it to get lower, it's gone backwards. And yes, Terminator 2 is in stock at Target. And, you know, with all these prices, I know that we do see some sales on some stuff, but, you know, with Circle Week right on the horizon, they might have just, they could just be messing with us, because Simpsons was, I want to say it was $4.99 just a few hours ago. So maybe before Sunday or after Sunday, going into next week, we'll see some prices drop, and it will kind of be that cloak and dagger, if you will, getting us to make a move on some of these. Where's X-Men at? Yeah, X-Men's back at $749.99. So we'll see what happens, but Target isn't the only retailer that marked Golden Axe back up. Best Buy did it also. It is still $449 at Kohl's, at Wayfair, but it could just be a matter of time before it's back at full price everywhere. Oh, the juice is loose. It's Beetlejuice himself. Actually, this one kind of looks different. Kind of looks like he's coming at you a little bit more. Two different poses. Or is it just me? Oh, and Star Trek, the motion picture, Star Trek 1. Very first. I grew up watching these movies. Like, my dad loved Star Trek, and that's why I have the USS Enterprise down in Lucky's gym. It was actually his picture. Yeah. It's good to see these DVDs at Target because, you know, Best Buy not having them, and just taking a step back in the past. Star Trek 1, 2024, showing up at Target. And the action figures are kind of scarce. I noticed this at the usual, oh, look at Nightwing. I think we saw him the last time we were here. Okay, $19.99. So Circle Week, we have a 70% off. The Aquaman, was it 70% off or was it 50? They're really, I think it was 50. So this one was 70. They're really liquidating. Yeah, they did the same thing for the Flash movie. There's not too many Michael Keaton, Ezra Miller, Flash action figures, I can't talk, remaining at Target, but we do have a, kind of looks like the Return of the Dark Knight. Is that the Superman from that movie? Or Hush. Okay, Superman Hush. But Nightwing, maybe on Circle Week I'll come back and pick old Dick Grayson up. What's the backside? Next cabinet I think that will start going backwards, just like we're seeing with Golden Axe, is Dragons Lair, originally at that $649, $650 price range. Currently $4.99. Now Target doesn't carry Dragons Lair. I did pick mine up from Kohl's. Offhand, I can't remember what I paid. I think I paid, oh, I paid full price, $4.99. Taxes $5.24. I got the Kohl's cash, got the rewards. I think this one's gonna go back up, guys. I think it's gonna go back up to full price very soon. It's just going to turn into one of those situations of, you know, we dropped it for a little while. It's going to sit back at maybe $5.49, maybe $6.49. Not trying to build the FOMO, but I'm just kind of speculating that it's kind of funny that they're right next to each other. These are special cabs. Tron was a special cab too. And you can see Kohl's is still honoring that $4.49. You get Terminator 2. All three of these. Heck, that's what the video was about today. And we did see some of these other sales the other day at another Target. Some of the Ninja Turtles, 70% off. A lot of the Star Wars, 70% off. I think going into Sunday and next week be a good time to pick up some of these figures. If it's not low enough now, it should drop a lot more. I think Circle Week, I mean, there has to be some kind of incentive of Circle Week, right? And not just Arcade1up's, the action figures along with everything else at Target. Keep your eye on some of these collectibles, some of these toys. Be a great time to pick them up. I know I'm going to come back and maybe we'll scout out that Nightwing, maybe something else. That's going to do it for today. In case you didn't see Bizarro and Batzarro, not too familiar on Batzarro. Target does carry these, and it's funny that this is the only Target I've seen these at. Just something else. Another McFarlane DC Multiverse, $39.99. Take advantage of possibility during Circle Week. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I do have an Egon behind Ray. Ray, you know, I don't know if I've ever seen both of the Batman. Oh, I thought it was, you know what? I thought one was red, one was blue. Kind of fooled me with the red on here. Well, let's just pretend. I don't know if I've ever seen the red and the blue together. These are both blue. Walmart carried the blue. Target carried the red, I believe. Unless I got it swapped around. The sequel to the next Terminator movie. They bring back the T-1000. And instead of looking for John Connor, he's looking for the Arcade1up Terminator 2. He knows how valuable it's going to be. How nostalgic. Plus, he's on there. What a sequel that would be.